after being in service for over 70 years, production has officially ceased at the Electrabel power station in Desavir. In this special episode, we'll be visiting a power station in 2 different stages of abandonment. We will first infiltrate the station after it has been decommissioned for just 6 days. After this, we will compare this phase to its last phase, which was in its final days of existence, during the demolition. Our mission starts early on a cool summer morning. We had to enter the station real quick, due that we hadn't had any intel about this place. This was due that the power plant was closed on the 31st of August 2020. Our visit was on September the 6th, which basically meant that the decommissioning phase was still going on. When inside, this fact became really noticeable. Pumps, fans and other machinery were all still running in perfect order. The power station contained many different wings. The left was the oldest, dating back to the early 50s, and the right was the newest part. Right now we're in the newest part, which we also suspected to be filled with the most activity of employees. With this in our minds, we wanted to head to the oldest part as quickly as possible. The safest way to reach this part was through the pipe-filled boiler house, located next to the turbine hall. The power station which we are exploring today is the Desavir generating station in Belgium. The Desavir station was built all the way back in the early 50s and was one of the stations which was needed to power the reconstruction after World War II. The destined location was along the river Meuse, near the heavy industrialized city of Liège. The fuel which powered the station was coal, which was mined out of the once many local coal mines. We finally reached the boiler house of Unit 1 and 2. Unit 1 and 2 is the original section, dating back to the early 50s. We first wanted to get a sense of the activity in this part, before we'd head into the turbine hall. In the meantime, we'll head to the back to hopefully find some offices. We got into a small office block. And it truly didn't seem abandoned at all. The calendar confirmed this. Reminder, we were inside here on the 6th. Alright, the situation seemed relatively calm so far. With this, we finally decided that it was time to enter the grand turbine hall. The turbine hall is pretty much the most visible section in the facility. But the old 50s turbines lured us into this risky part. Right here are the two Brown Boveri turbines of the facility. The turbines are considered as one of the most important parts of the generation of power. This is due that turbines are the machines which converted high pressure steam to electricity. Back in the 50s, these grand machines were responsible for this. After the opening, the station was known as one of the most modern and grand power plants in all of Belgium. This grandeur could still be witnessed and felt in this turbine hall. A true symbol of a different time. This is pretty much 1 year after the official closure. The old Brown Boveri turbines are being dismantled. The ventilation that you are hearing right now are the fans, needed for asbestos abatement. This is the reality of the end of an era. The true last phase before the old turbine hall will be lost forever. Downstairs next to turbine hall number 1 were the pumps. These pumps were responsible for the transportation of steam from the boilers to the turbines. This section was perfectly lit by the morning light. We returned to the turbine hall to slowly head to block 2 of the station. Block number 2 also contained a small control booth. Although it was much more modern compared to the rest, it was still a nice little highlight. The next units are parts of the newer wings. These wings were added in the early 60s and onwards. The new wings were easily recognizable, looking at the more modern ASEC turbines. These units stopped burning coal in 2005, by the way. During this time the boilers were converted to use biomass. This can be seen as a last effort to save the already aging, non-efficient power station. Beside the turbines we also saw yet another control booth. This time it looked a bit bigger though. Inside we were stepping in a true 70s time capsule. This is the control room. Many lights were also still blinking and beeping. Here the production of electricity was controlled and regulated. In the first years, tons of Belgian mined coal was combusted in the boilers to make electricity. The total output was around 370 megawatts. This was enough to provide around 350,000 families with a constant electricity supply. This was the state of the control room 1 year later. Main difference was that the control room was packed with asbestos removal equipment outside the booth. There were also old blueprints scattered around. Last part we still had to explore was Unit 5. This was in fact the most modern unit, which was rather unique compared to the rest of the facility. This is due that this part runs on natural gas instead of coal. Unit 5 was also shut down the most recently, which meant that we had to be real stealthy. We first wanted to see if anyone would be inside the control room of this part. So we first took a quick peek around the corner into the modern looking control room. Inside the coast seemed clear at first sight, but all of a sudden we saw a person cleaning up papers inside the control room. We didn't capture this, but we sure saw this happening. To be sure, we decided to hide a while underneath some pipes. It was time to make our way out of here. We sneaked further into the boiler house, looking for a staircase to head back down. We weren't exactly sure where the exit was located. It also didn't help that this part was kind of like a large maze. It seemed to be calm, so it was time to pack our stuff. Alright, that seemed really close. We really hadn't had any way to flee, so we decided to pack our stuff anyways. We had to be real quick though. The situation felt like it was getting more sketchy by the minute. Alright, we packed our stuff. Time to move again. We tried to stay close to the areas which were more densely packed by pipes and machines. Alright, we finally were located on the level of our original access point. We just had to make a last stretch to the fence. Power plant Des Aviers is nowadays a complete shell of its former self. The turbines are nowadays completely scrapped and the turbine hull is slated for demolition at the beginning of 2022. With this, the over 70-year-old industrial past comes to a final end. Although it's probably better not to burn coal anymore, it's still important to remember large structures like these. These large, grand houses of power made the way of living possible and were a vital part of the economic growth in our daily lives.
you.